My wife and I have been looking for an effective way to safely grill on the boat. We cook with propane and we have a generator and a grill, but we were looking for a way to barbecue, smoke fish, and on the boat that would be safe and effective. And when two friends of ours stopped by with their Cobb Cooker, we had our solution. Now, not only did we gain a way to barbecue and smoke, but we can also bake with the Cobb Cooker. And when you buy your Cobb, you're going to get a unit that you can take apart. That's your grilling surface. Your fire chamber is totally separate, so you can grill out here in a contained system and still have that smoke and wood flavor that you'd have barbecuing on land, and do it all with a single chip of mesquite for fish and poultry, or hickory with that you use for your meats. Now, if you've got a Magma fish cleaning station on your boat, you're in luck, because the Cobb fits right on it like it was made for it. Now, to prepare any type of fish for a grill, it's really easy. All you need is some Greek salad oil. The cheaper the better. Just pour that into the pan. And you want to take your fish fillet, or fish fillets if you've been really lucky. Soak that down in the Greek salad oil. You want to use a salad oil that doesn't have the feta cheese in it. And then you want to take and sprinkle it with your seasoning. Now, I'm using, I bought a spice rack from Gino's Campin' Kitchen. I'll put a link up there, and then I'll give you some alternatives in case you can't get that. And if you do, I'm using the Florida Flavors spice. Get it on there good. Now, here's your alternatives in the order of my taste buds anyway. That would be Blackened Seafood Magic, Chef Paul's, Chef Hands, Blackened Seafood. That's good, a little hot. And Tony Chicheri's, just the normal seasoning. Now, if you get a lot of that on it, it will be hot. Now, all we've done is light our fire starter to start our salmon, and we need 6 charcoal briquettes. Coals are ready. All we're going to take is put our mesquite chip on, put the lid on, and we're going to let the unit warm up for 10 minutes. See, that mesquite is smoking nicely, and we're just going to put our plate on. Lid goes back on. Alright, a fillet this size at 15 minutes, we're going to go between the fillet and the skin. And then put the fillet back on with the seasoning side down. We're going to drizzle our other seasoning off the pan onto the other side. Lid goes back on, 10 minutes. Now we've cooked on this side another 10 minutes. That's what it looks like. Our salmon is done. And now we'll do our pork roast, or our pork tenderloin roast. And to do that, we're going to marinate. Now, a lot of people get kind of confused about marinades. I'm going to use Gino's again from Gino's Campin' Kitchen, and it's real nice. I ordered you get this whole rack, and I'll put a link up to the right to him. And there's no confusion about what it is because it says pork marinade. You want a spoonful, and then just fill your pan up with water. And we're going to lay these in overnight. Now the idea behind a marinade is you want it to go into the meat. So to prepare it, we're just going to stab it a few times. Gonna flip it over. And now we're ready to go into our marinade. That's what your marinade should look like, that reddish color. I'll give you some alternatives. You can use Chef Paul's Poultry Magic. You can use Tony Chacheri's, or you can make up your own. We're just going to lay that in there, and then I'm going to fill it up with water to cover, and we're going to leave that overnight, and then we'll cook it tomorrow. Now from here, everybody's going to be different. We've got our marinated pork out. I'm just going to rub it with some light oil. They're probably all the same there. But then you can use just salt and pepper or any kind of seasoning that you like. And I'm going to use Tony Chacheri's. Now for our smoke, we're going to add a single stick of hickory. And we put our meat on the grill. Lid goes on. Every 30 minutes we'll turn it. That's raining quite a bit. The Cobb's just cooking away. It's impervious to the weather, but we'll take it inside. There we are. Now we're going to bake some bread. You can use any recipe you like. This is out of the Pillsbury book. But the main thing with the Cobb is to use the smaller size pans. When your coals stop smoking, you're ready to bake. Now it's 30 minutes later. Our bread is ready. And we'll take it in and slice it up. And now we've got our whole chicken that we're going to put a rub on. Now the idea behind a rub is to put it on the meat, and it's going to bond with the meat overnight in the refrigerator. We've got our skin on the chicken, so it's got enough fat. There's no need to put any oil on it. It'll have plenty of that. And I'm using some of Gino's Florida flavor. Now I'll give you some alternatives here to that. And that would be any kind of Cajun seasoning, good old Tony Chacheri's again, lemon pepper, seasoning salt. You've got Chef Paul's Poultry Magic. All of them are good. Now we've got our chicken that we're going to smoke. It's had the rub put on and it's bonded to the skin. I put it on a little rack so that the heat will come up from the Cobb and go all the way around the chicken. Got our Cobb lit, and we're going to leave the chicken on for a couple hours. This is a big chicken. So we've got 10 coals. 20 minutes after lighting, and I use the instant light charcoal briquettes. That's why they do so good. I'm going to put our mesquite on. Okay, we're going to put our chicken on a little raised platform. Lid goes back on. Now I've drizzled some olive oil on it, and you can do that too. I like it that way. Actually Greek salad oil. Just make sure you don't have any feta cheese in it. And 2 hours later, here's our chicken. Now I put a link up to Gino's Spices up on the right, and also if you go to the website, you can find all sorts of Cobb cookers by plugging that into the search engine. And they vary widely in price, so I would use that search engine.